Hand me down my walking shoes, Mr. Murdoch's news. I'm going to thunder, rain or shine. Got a papoose on my back, we're on the right track, Jack, to leave the beatnik blues behind. Amsterdam, where good things come in threes. Soothe your troubled mind and shooting the breeze. Take the path down to the mill, gonna get my fill. I'm going to eat till the pot runs dry. And Frank's house and Rembrandt's tomb, I better make some room, 'cause Brother Vincent's on my mind. Life goes on behind the tiles and chintzes. Dirty water fit for kings and princes. Amsterdam, where good things come in threes. Soothe your troubled mind and shooting the breeze. Duchess naughty, loving tongue, you say your piece and run, you show you care in other ways. Sailors in their Sunday best, I'm feeling overdressed, I've got to lose these blacks and greys. Hand me down my walking shoes, hand me down my walking shoes. Got to leave these beatnik blues behind. Got to leave these beatnik blues behind.
Richard Thompson playing live for us in the RN Afternoon Studios. And Richard, that's Beatnik Walking?
Beatnik Walking, yes.
Off your brand new album. And I said to you as we were getting ready for our conversation, I take it you still haven't got a name for the album. And you said...
I said, no, we still haven't got a name, but actually I think the name of the album is called Still, as in not moving, or as in he's still playing that same old stuff.
I was listening to lyrics in that last song, which is from this new album, and you said, Amsterdam, where good things come in threes.
That's very true. Well, this song's a kind of a walking tour of Amsterdam. But some 20-odd years ago, my wife and I and our young son did a month's tour of Holland, which you'll say that's impossible. You can't possibly do a month's tour of Holland. It's so small, and it is very small. But what we did was that we based ourselves in Amsterdam, and every morning we'd stroll around, have lunch in the same place, this nice little cafe, but by the canal. And then we'd drive off, immense distances, like 50 kilometres. To the gig, and then drive back every night, and so we said it was like a wonderful sort of holiday.
Yeah,
and the weather was perfect. It was September, but there wasn't a cloud in the sky for a whole month. It was just gorgeous, and so I thought I'd memorialise, rather tardily memorialise that particular thing.
I was going to ask. Yeah, so you didn't write the lyrics at the time. This came out only recently, didn't it?
Yeah, I was just thinking back about what a nice time that was, and. good things coming through. Well, there's a lot of cryptic references in the
Yes.
song. You had to be there.
No, I think you've explained it in terms of family now. I was thinking of other things.
There's a lot of things. Dirty water fit for kings and princes. There's the Prinsengracht Canal.
Yes.
And there's the Kaisersgracht Canal, and we were staying in between the two. So dirty water fit for kings and princes.
Oh, that's nice.
It's
I like that.
It's full of that stuff. Inside jokes.
Do you delight in that kind of inside wordplay?
No, I don't. No, I just feel bad about it.
You liar. You love it.
And I got your favourite Australian in the first verse as well, Mr. Murdoch.
Yes, I heard that. He's American now.
He's American now. That's fine. But although I don't necessarily like him, I do like the London Times newspaper because it has the best crossword. So I'm forced to buy his product from time to time.
So in this case, this new album, which we now think is going to be called Still, was produced by Jeff Tweedy, who is also a fabulous songwriter in his own right.
Sure is, yeah.
With Wilco,
Yeah.
and has done some amazing stuff producing people like Mavis Staples as well.
Yeah, I thought, well, if he can revive the dead, then perhaps there's a chance for me,
Oh, come on now. So
no, I think he has the same sensibility. Yeah, he's very roots conscious and roots orientated performer. And we did a tour with Wilco last year, and we got to know those guys a bit better, and we had a lot of fun. And it just seemed a sort of natural extension to ask him if he'd possibly lend his skills to production.
you actually said in relation to the release of the album Electric that there's a fine line between repeating yourself and having your own style. Are you always conscious of that these days? This must be your 42nd album we're getting to now.
42nd, 43rd, who knows?
Yes.
Who can count the immense body of work? You sort of have to have your own cliches, or what you might call cliches, but maybe that just refers to the tone of your instrument, or the certain, or the pattern of notes that you play, or something.
But as long as they're your own and no one else's, then that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, that helps. But you can just become, incestuously yourself. I mean, but if Chuck Berry had a writing career that was longer, I mean, he had a long stage career, but he kind of stopped writing in 1963 or something. But if he kept writing, would he still be playing the I can't do it, I'm in the wrong tuning. The signature Chuck Berry intro riff.
Yes.
How far can you go with that in a sense? He did it on 30 or 40 or 50 tracks, and it works really well. But
what changed was that the fantastic lyrical depth and tale telling that came with that riff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a package. Yeah. But at some point, your own cliches become too much. So someone very wise said, "Steal from everybody except yourself."
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
how do you keep surprising yourself on guitar?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you have to find ways to surprise yourself, and the rewards, I think, are when you're soloing and you go somewhere else. Rather than down well-trodden avenues, you actually find yourself up some bizarre cul-de-sac.
Oh, do you? That's fantastic.
Yeah, and in some ways, those are the best times.
Yeah,
where you discover new things. It's almost it's a matter of you kind of have certain patterns that you play, but you manage to rearrange them into something new. So you stick this with this with this. And it becomes something different.
Richard, thank you so much for your tolerance and forbearance.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll let him finish now with one of his trademark songs. This is Richard Thompson with the 1952 Vincent Black Lightning.
Says Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Now a girl could feel special on any such like. Says James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you at the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. And he pulled around behind and down to Box Hill they did ride. jade to red Molly is a ring for your right hand. But I tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I fought with the law since I was 17. I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. And now I'm 21 years, I might make 22. And I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McCrae, for they're taking young James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. Said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Says James, in my opinion, well, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. My triumphs and Nortons and Beezes won't do. They don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. We reached for a hand and he slipped her the keys. Said, I've got no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to ride.
Miss your favourite show? Then listen online at the RN website.